We need to have a conversation that is long overdue.
Jake?
Cleaned up your mess. It's best not to have a breakdown and leave a trail to follow. The wrong person might have found you.
Just leave me alone.
I just came to tell you that I spoke to Ethan, who happens to agree that Lucky investigating a narcotics case is about as smart as sticking a wet finger in a live socket.
If he said he can do it, he can do it. He's a cop.
Just like you think it's okay to be a nurse right now. This is the height of selfishness. Although it's really not all that surprising. It's the irresponsibility that's the real shocker. Do you want to kill somebody? Wasn't Jake enough?
I've been away. I think I've been to every medical convention on the planet. And I've done it to avoid going home to empty chairs around a dining room table at a place I used to call home. And then I've learned that there is another empty chair that my grandson would have sat in. A grandson I didn't know I had. And I will never know. And I gotta think, how did this all happen? Would I just turn around? I mean, and then I wonder, how did you let this happen, Jason?
Dante's.
Nobody was supposed to know that Jake was mine.
But a lot of people did know, didn't they?
Yes, it was to protect everybody.
Well, Edward was spared. Tracy spared him that cruelty.
She shouldn't have said anything at all.
She shouldn't have had to. Look, Jason, I'm not here for retribution or anything. I really just want answers. Jake was, what, 4?
Yeah, he would have been.
I remember when you were 4. You were so busy being a boy. And Alan could make you laugh like you wouldn't believe. You were kind of shy around me, but once you did start to talk, you opened up and there was no stopping you. And then I lost that little boy. And then I lost the bigger boy in a car accident when you changed and you left the family and became a different person. And I'm not trying to be cruel, Jason. I just want you to know what that loss meant to your father and to me.
I know. I thought I was doing what was right for me.
Really? Giving Michael to Carly and Jake to Elizabeth without any choices?
I thought I was doing what was right for them, too.
Well, what about what was right for us? What about us making some decisions? What right do you have to do all that? If you want to make life and death decisions, you should have become the doctor you set out to be, not whatever it is you are now. Maybe if you had done that, Jason, maybe we wouldn't be mourning the death of a little boy.
What happened to Jake tortures me every single day. I don't need you to stake my feet over the flames.
And get help. Professional help. Unless you think that the more you unravel, the more of a chance there is that Lucky's gonna come running to your rescue. Or maybe you want to sink so far down that there is no getting up.
Why would I do that to myself?
Maybe you think that if you can't hold on to Lucky's heart when you're alive, you'll haunt it when you're dead.
Shouldn't be here.
Against my better judgment, I wanted to talk to you about Elizabeth. She's very upset.
Did you talk to Ethan? Did you talk to Ethan about all this? Huh?
Yes.
You had no right to drag my brother into this just because you think I'm too weak to take on this assignment.
That's not why I talked to Ethan.
You shouldn't have talked to him at all, Siobahn. Just make up your mind. Whose recovery do you want to derail the most? Mine or Elizabeth's?
I brought you this. It's a picture of you when you were probably about Jake's age.
What's the yellow thing?
The yellow thing is the front of your very first bike. It had 3 wheels, and you spent every waking moment trying to get rid of one of them. Such a boy. But I guess you've carried that part into your new life.
I thought he'd be safer with Lucky and Elizabeth.
Well, what about Michael?
I mean, I helped bring him back.
Yeah, to Edward. For however that's going to last when so much has been lost already. So much has been lost. Look, I'm not done talking about this. I'm just done for now. I just wanted to get this much off my chest. Anyway, if you ever do want to talk, I know it isn't something you like to do, but if you ever should want to, I'm a really good listener.
You know my brother Danny had one of those big wheels? Yeah. He wasn't allowed to ride it in the house, though. And it's not like he was allowed to ride it outside of the house. He said he just rode it in the basement because that's where his mother made him stay. Anyway, he rode a ring into the floor, and he said it looked like a track. He said that made him happy. I'd like to think that it did.
This is me.
I know. I was listening. Or, actually, correction, I was hearing. It's an occupational hazard being a private eye. Are you okay?